Marathon is gonna shake up gaming forever. And I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Bungie has just revealed their latest game, Marathon. And to some people's surprise or not surprise, a lot of people are pretty mixed about it. A lot of people are happy that a new Bungie IP is getting revealed and showcased with gameplay and new art, while others are saying it's just the same game that they have seen over and over and over again. And with that, this game has been in a huge discussion on whether it's going to succeed or just become another Concord. And that also means that this game is probably going to change the gaming industry in minute ways. Not in like a huge major way like GTA 6, but in a way that you will definitely see. Here's some reasons. The first thing people are talking about is it being an extraction shooter. Now, if you don't know what extraction shooters are, essentially think of things like Darker and Darker or Escape from Tarkov. And the whole purpose of those games is to collect loot and leave with that loot. That loot is collected by killing NPCs or other players in the server/world. Now, let's say hypothetically you get killed or sniped or you just get cooked by the enemy team. What happens with that loot? Well, it's gone forever. And that's the whole point of extraction shooters. You either go in with the best gear possible to ensure that you will get the best loot possible without losing anything of value, or you go in with the best loot possible that took you hours upon hours to get just to lose it because you got sniped. And a lot of people's criticisms is that extraction shooters are not in the style right now. A lot of people don't like extraction shooters. A lot of people are not too keen on trying out a game that's high risk, high reward, especially if you spend hours upon hours to get the best loot possible just to lose it. And also a lot of people are expecting a single player game or even a Destiny style multiplayer game instead of an extraction shooter. Now the second thing is of course the price point. Whether you want to admit it or not, a lot of people nowadays are very picky on what games to choose, especially when it comes to new IP or game companies that don't have the most, let's say, perfect track record. And with that, a lot of people's main concern is that, will I have to pay for this compared to it being free to play? And with it confirmed being yes, you have to pay for it, a lot of people are saying, man, I'm not gonna pay for this. And personally, I do see that. I wish it was free to play myself, and to be frank, really wish it was free to play, but it is what it is. I'm not too shocked that a game like this is gonna cost money. I was kind of expecting it, to be honest, especially with how games are nowadays and how everything is pretty much microtransactions or you have to pay for it. I'm not too shocked. And lastly, the third thing is the gameplay. A lot of people are kind of mixed on the gameplay. Some people are saying it's too slow, some people are saying it's too Apex Legends, or some people are just saying it's just okay. But with that, also keep in mind that this game is still in alpha and we won't see it for probably a couple more months, and probably it's an old build. We don't know what the current build of the game is, but considering that Bungie is taking some feedback on the game, we could expect the gameplay to pretty much change a lot throughout the couple months up to the game's release. And whether people want to admit it or not, at least we got some gameplay. If we had a game similar to this where it released and it showed a little bit of gameplay, not no gameplay overview, then that would have been a problem. But since we got like 15 minutes worth of gameplay and people were able to give their critiques and things they should change or add, we will definitely see some improvements on the gameplay. I guarantee it. And personally, I don't really see any problem with the gameplay. It's pretty much just your average extraction shooter with some elements of Destiny in there and a little bit of Halo in there. So if you enjoy those games, you more than likely are going to have some fun with the gameplay, especially since we don't know what the gameplay is going to be like hours upon hours into the game. However, this game, whether people want to admit it or not, again, has had a lot of development time, especially when it comes to the art and the story. We know that the art direction of the game is magnificent. Probably one of the best looking games I have seen in the past 2 years. No joke. It's very stylistic, very unique, and that's the biggest thing that Bungie needs to capitalize on. If they manage to capitalize on the art style and the story that they have put on this game can succeed. And if they don't, this game probably will not succeed. And also, this game has been in development for at least 6 years from what we know, so this game has a lot on it. Because if this game fails in any sort of fashion, it is a lose-lose situation whether you want to admit it or not. Not only will this amplify views of people just being negative about games overall releasing, especially when it comes to new IPs, but it also forces studios to play safe. Because with that being said, they don't know if games with new ideas or new implementations would even succeed in the current gaming market, because gamers are very spoiled. We always hear that we want something new, we want something more innovative, and then when something tries to be something new or innovative, people complain. Yes, because of that, I want this game to succeed. However, I will also say this: if this game is riddled with microtransactions or terrible business practices, then I will not support this game. If you're sacrificing love and passion put into a project just for revenue and sales, then your game should not succeed. And a prime example of that is the cinematic trailer. We can tell that a lot of love and passion was put into that trailer, and I want to see that from that game. And with that, this game will definitely change the gaming industry in some form or fashion, and also it will change Bungie forever. But anyway, what do you guys think about Marathon? Let me know, and also subscribe and go to the Twitch so you can keep up with the weekly content. You're missing out on the weekly content, just saying. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.